Welcome to 5 funky time facts about Godzilla vs Kong. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video where we had the Monsterverse fight records going on, but today, let's get on with our facts. At 1 hour 53, this is the shortest film in the Monsterverse. Adam Wingard explained that the majority of his films are under the 2 hour mark, and it was done on purpose. When the actual runtime was announced, many fans were saying, so when's the director's cut coming out? And Adam Wingard said, had this film been 3 hours long, it wouldn't have been an extra hour of kaijus fighting, it would have been an extra hour of trying to make the plot make a bit more sense. And to be honest, I'm happy with the silliness anyway, so taking an hour of that out and just keeping it at a crisp 2 hours of fights and fun, definitely making the good decision there. Adam Wingard, you are a hero. Sticking with Adam Wingard, from the very get-go, he knew exactly what was happening in this film. He said there was no doubt about it, it was always going to be Godzilla winning. And the reason for that is, as a child, he was once posed the question who would win in a fight versus Godzilla versus King Kong, and one of his friends said King Kong would win, and he was so offended by the fact that you could possibly think King Kong would win. He had to make sure that there was no denying who won in this film, and he was very happy to get revenge on his friend. So this entire film was made just so Adam Wingard could point at his friend and laugh. And I, for one, am all about that. One thing never explained in the film, but explained in the novelisation, is why Ken Watanabe's son, Mr. Serizawa, why his son is joining a company who are trying to kill Godzilla. And apparently it stems from childhood, in where Mr. Serizawa was so obsessed with Godzilla and by the Titans that it consumed all of his time, and he never had much time for his son. And his son resented him and Godzilla so much that he made it his personal life mission to try and destroy Godzilla. And he got his brains fried out by Ghidorah. Mission failed. Now, as nice as this 1 hour 53 runtime is, there was a scene that you might like to have seen, and that was Charles Dance, Magic Dance, reprising his role as Alan Jonah. Yeah, he was going to reprise his role briefly and get killed by Apex as they was robbing Ghidorah's head to make Mechagodzilla. It would have been a nice scene to see, just to tie up a few of the mysteries left from King of the Monsters. And of course, one of the biggest questions left in this film is, where were the other Titans from King of the Monsters? Where's Rodan? Well, in the prequel comics, Kingdom Kong and Godzilla Dominion, we actually see both of these kaiju fighting other Titans. King Kong has a scrap with a tiger and beats another monster, and Godzilla has a fight with a couple of the kaijus mentioned in this film and a couple that weren't mentioned in this film. And the rest of the Titans, like Rodan and such, basically, he tells them all to go to bed. Says, go to sleep, we're not staying up anymore, we don't need to be up. And why do you think this film exists? Is it because Mechagodzilla woke Godzilla up? No, it's because King Kong hadn't gone to bed yet. So Godzilla was on a mission to find King Kong to say, oi you, get to bed. And King Kong didn't want to go to bed yet, and that's why this entire fight broke out. It just so happened that Mechagodzilla was being built at the same time. But this film should be renamed Godzilla vs Kong, One Will Go to Bed. And at the end of the film, after King Kong's defeated and Mechagodzilla's died, Godzilla does go into the sea, presumably to bed, and Kong goes to Hollow Earth, presumably to bed as well. And there'll be no more Titans on Earth until at least the next Godzilla vs Kong film. Brucey bonus fact, this film also had an Asylum knockoff. You can go check it out now, Ape vs Monster. I am not checking this film out, I've seen clips of it, and by God, I never want to see this film. It just looks horrendous. That was it for our 5-time funky facts about Godzilla and Kong. Join us next Tuesday where we will be looking at Pacific Rim, and join us next Friday for 5 funky facts about kaijus and Jaegers, Pacific Rim. I'll see you next week.